Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? I'm not on the screen today. I'm not feeling very well this morning. Oh no, why does this keep happening to me? Anyway, how you going? Who we got here? Kai, out to lunch. Alex, Virginia, Deb, Nursing Muskrat, how you going? Luna, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Dee Lee, how you going? Sorry if I sound a bit croaky. Sherry, how you going? Good to see you guys. Triangel, how you going? Okay, well, this is an update before I am not here for the next 4 days or 5 days. So we'll get into it. I can't hear properly. I've got these different headphones on and they're blocking my ears. So I sound funny. Okay, Shadow of Ezra said a lawyer representing one of Diddy's accusers has revealed that black market tapes involving Diddy are circulated around Hollywood. And we've heard this before. When they do have blackmail material, they do circulate it around their circles. She claims to have seen stills from one of these videos which shockingly features someone even more high profile than Diddy himself. Oh, Obama. I don't know. She hints that this tape could soon become public knowledge. The question remains, who is this powerful figure? Yeah, I think I know. Do you? Could it be? Oh. Yeah, it might be. That was my first thought when I just read that. It was okay, someone more famous than Diddy. Has to be, doesn't it? Okay. OGP, and I think this person's right. I think freedom fighter. Okay, don't know if it's male or female, but they're an Aussie. It's all about to go down in the Middle East. I don't know if you know, but Israel's been bombing Hezbollah apparently in over there somewhere. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at it. I'm laughing because I don't know exactly where all this is. I know it's the Middle East, but the areas I'm not sure of. But they've gone at Hamas, now they're going at Hezbollah. Okay. So just be aware that, big things are going to happen soon. Okay? And this might be one of them. There might be more than one. There may be more than one thing that happens at the same time. This is what I'm thinking. I think something like this will happen. We got the comet coming through, which apparently you can see here in Australia from 4 a.m. till sunrise. But it's been cloudy here for about 3 or 4 days, and it will continue to be at that time for the next week. So we may not see it here again. We always miss things in the sky when things are happening, like meteor showers or whatever. We always miss them. It's always cloudy here in Australia, where I am anyway. Pauline Hanson said, urgent alert, Labor government's deadline for submissions on the misinformation bill, which is tomorrow, is the deadline. The Albanese Labor government have given Australians until the 30th of September. Oh, my goodness. It's very moist here too, Deb. How you going, Shannon? How you going, J1? A few other people joined. Thank you. God love yous. Okay. So you got till tomorrow to make a submission to the Australian government, Labor government's misinformation bill. Submit your concerns here. And what happens when you do? Okay, because last time I tried this, I had to join something. Oh, yes, you've got to create a My Parliament login. I don't know if I want to do that, guys. What do you reckon? Should I? I probably should. I don't know. I've got a few questions. Oh, dear. I mean, I'm a permanent resident of Australia, but I am not a citizen. Do I have a right to join my parliament, and do I have a right to have a say? I don't know anymore. Do any of us have a right to have a say? I don't know. MJ Truth Ultra said if Trump is elected, we're on the verge of a race war. White men like Trump need to be banished. Do you see how they use Hollywood megastars to push their politics? This is what these guys are saying, and I believe it's Diddy and Charlemagne, and I'm not calling him Charlemagne the god because he's not a god at all. Maybe in his own mind he's a god. But anyway, Deb, join my parliament then and go and put a submission in. Just say I do not consent to this. This is wrong. You're going to remove our free speech. This is not right. Human rights, all that sort of stuff. Magna Carta, anything you can use to throw at them, throw at them. Okay. Anyway, this is how they use Hollywood stars to push their politics. These people are captured, they're blackmailed, but rewarded with success if they play along. Literally, everyone who's vehemently gone against Trump has been discovered to be, they have something wrong with them for a start, a pedo, Satanist, maybe, sex trafficker or criminal. Now, all of this is theory until proven in a court of law. I have to say that. Everything here is theorising until proven guilty in a court of law. Kari Lake said we need to be smarter with the way we pass legislation. And part of the problem is people like Ruben Gallego don't read it before they vote on it. And a bigger part of the problem is that people who write the legislation will jam a wish list of big spending, woke priorities into a bill. This is what I say. Every time they put a bill forward and they say it's a border bill, okay, well, they end up giving Ukraine millions of dollars, things like that. So they put woke priorities into a bill, call it something like the Inflation Reduction Act, and then use that name as a political cudgel when we point out that it did nothing to actually reduce inflation. But they did all the other things, the woke stuff they had, in that bill. They'll do all that, but they won't actually do what the bill tells you it's going to do. So beware. And it's the same in Australia. This mis and disinformation bill is not going to combat mis and disinformation because otherwise the government would be held to account here in Australia. Okay, I just wanted to show you this. Lewis Howes says, this is Matthew McConaughey, like you've never heard him before. I think it's Matthew McConaughey, like I've never seen him before. Has anyone else noticed that Hollywood stars never used to age and now they're aging very quickly? Or they're really trying to go and get cosmetic surgery to cover up the aging they're going through? Okay. Don McRae, breaker of narratives, said breaking news. Recovered footage from a 2004 ABC segment shows Kamala Harris, this is the one we seen yesterday, actively working with the Santa Barbara police trying to destroy Michael Jackson's life. So she was personally responsible, allegedly, and sent him to jail while Donald Trump defended Michael. Michael Jackson was another victim of Kamala Harris, who was later vindicated on all charges and proven innocent. So if people think that Michael Jackson is guilty, it's because of this here. This is the problem. Okay, click the YouTube video in the post under this one for the full video. It's on YouTube. Kamala Harris tries to destroy Michael Jackson. That's on YouTube. If you want to look at that up. Okay, the rubber duck. Oh, this is funny as. Okay, I'm going to have to play this one because this is hilarious. I don't know. I clicked on it and then I couldn't stop laughing. Okay. Hang on, let me get the volume right.
If you are at a point where you fucking hate being around people and the thought of being in the company of human beings makes you sick and want to throw up, that is your body and soul's way of telling you it is time to detox yourself from energy-draining motherfuckers. Sometimes being alone and fasting from people is the answer to your mental health problems. So tell everybody to fuck off and take some time for yourself. That is all.
I don't know why that I cracked up during that. For some reason, that's so funny when Indians swear. I don't know why. Oh my goodness. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be over it in a minute. Oh, dear God. Okay. Pull yourself together, woman. Okay. I can't. Oh, no. Oh, God. I've got tears coming out of my eyes. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Okay. I will get it together eventually. Oh, dear. Okay. Okay. I think I'm hysterical. No, I'm not. Okay, let's get on with it. Il Donaldo Trumpo said soon. President Trump said I'm back, bitches. I don't know if he's actually posted that. I don't know, but soon, okay? Apparently, Il Donaldo Trumpo, he'll be back. Ariel said there are parts of the Great Smoky Mountains that are not meant for humans to traverse. Once you're off the trails, you become part of an illusionary version of what didn't exist before you stumbled upon certain areas that will cause you to be lost and never found again. Sounds like missing 411 to me. Oh, dear. I've still got tears coming out of my eyes. Sorry. I really, honestly, that's such good therapy. Just cracking up laughing. Oh, my goodness. Okay, if I felt a bit unwell, not feeling so unwell anymore. I'm too busy laughing. Okay, so this sounds to me like Missing 411, and it also reminds me of a Twilight Zone episode where these people are left behind in the past or the future or somewhere, and these little blue people come in, and they there's areas that are just like white, nothing in them, because they didn't exist before they stumbled upon them. It's interesting. Okay, Elon Musk said true. ALX said, I should have started the video off with that one. That was hilarious. ALX said, Trump, there's no greater act of disloyalty than to extinguish the sovereignty of your own nation. Let's have a listen to Trump.
It's not sustainable by any country what's happening to us in the United States. Millions and millions of people, 21 million plus, have been dumped into the United States, and many of them are murderers. Many of them are horrible criminals. What Kamala Harris has done is unforgivable. It's a crime what she did. It's got to be criminal. There's no greater act of disloyalty than to extinguish the sovereignty of your own nation, and that's what she's done. She's ruined our nation. She's ruined our nation.
Okay, I don't know if I played that twice, but I was cracking up on the side again. Oh my God, I can't stop laughing. Hang on. Okay, try and get myself together here. I don't know why that was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Okay, Scott Zimmerman said, why does DJT continually point out that he left office in the spring of 2020? Theories welcomed. Trump leaves office spring 2020, reconcile. Oh, because is this, what's going on here? Oh, immigration. Okay, this is where Trump left office, with the lowest immigration. Holy cow, look where it is now. Oh, it's gone right up there. Yep, 21, 22, it's just getting worse. Oh, no. Which one's minors? What's the blue one? Because this thing's in the way. Minors are red. Because I want to see what's up here. I wonder if in the comments someone's actually got the... No. It's a shame because I'd like to see it too. Anyway. Okay, there you go. Il Donaldo Trumpo. A lot of people do think this is Trump, you know. The boys are ready. Okay, I think there's a message here. The army, okay? Don't be surprised if you see them. Okay. EE said French billionaire Philippe Aguilera claims he has 4 databases that will expose 38 individuals who run the shadow government. Bill Gates is one of those 38 individuals. The Biden administration is under control of the shadow government. I can confirm this without any hesitation based on the information I have. Oh dear. Let's have a little listen.
It is the question. What is the shadow government? I'm gonna give a short answer as to the shadow government is the actual government that gives official orders to the elected government. I understand this could be hard to believe for some individuals, but the way it works, at least what I was able to witness for the past 20 years, is an extremely powerful entity behind the scene, and quite an entity. It does involve very influential individuals at the highest rank possible in finance as well as in politics. There are some heads of state behind the scene, indeed, and altogether 38 individuals run the daily lives of 8 billion people on Earth. Maria, the shadow government is the entity that is behind most, if not all, elected government that tell them what to do and what not to do based upon geopolitical agreements, most of them anchored in military abroad interventions. That's what the shadow government is. And I can tell you today that the Biden administration is under the control of the shadow government. I can confirm this without any hesitation based upon the information that I have.
Well, based on the information I had for 8 years ago, further, even for as long as I've been looking at this, it's true. I could have told you that many years ago.
It is the...
Okay. And so could a lot of other people told you that years ago too. But there you go. There's a billionaire, is he, coming out and saying it? Yep, billionaire, French billionaire. Awakened Outlaw said, "Yo, Disney fans, are you all prepared for this part of the much larger events unfolding around us in real time? I only ask because if not, the not-so-magical kingdom is going to break your hearts and then it's going to piss you off. Because you wouldn't believe." Well, most of us do. Most of us know now. The cruises that they used to have for Disney used to go to this place, if you turn it upside down, the island. Yeah. They used to go snorkeling off Little St. James. You can look that up, actually. Should be easy enough to look up. It was last time I looked it up, it was there. Ollie London said this eco-activist has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. This is the one that's been sentenced to 2 years in prison. I remember seeing her on Piers Morgan, and she's an idiot. I'm sorry. She's been taught the wrong things. Okay? That's why she's an idiot, because she's been taught the wrong things. It's not her fault. She's been taught this. Or it might be her fault. Who knows? She might be willingly ignorant. But she got 2 years in prison for throwing soup over a $90 million Van Gogh painting. Okay, Dan Scavino Jr. said, "Put on the whole armour of God that you may be able to stand against the vials of the devil." Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armour of God right now. I'm telling you guys, pray like you've never prayed before, because I think shit's about to go down. Really big this time, not just these little things. Illuminati Bot said the things Hollywood put the Olsen twins through will soon be exposed. I feel sorry for these two as well. And I remember watching Full House as a child and then finding out about the father, what's his name? And oh my goodness, I couldn't stand him after that. I have watched it since and I just felt sorry for the little girls. All the kids in that show. Tommy Robinson said Trump met Zelensky today and the boss in the conversation is clear. Someone looks like they just got in trouble for stealing and Dad is taking them up the shop so they can apologise. That's what it looks like to me. Trump reiterates that the war shouldn't have happened and vows to end it. Meanwhile, Dems are signing bombs and writing checks. Not just America needs Trump in November. The world, for the sake of peace, needs Trump in November. Please. I'm begging you. Please.
Another meeting in the near future between you.
Could very well happen, but I think the president said it the best. This is a war that should have never happened. It should have never happened, and it wouldn't have happened. It's a shame, but this is a war that should have never happened, and we'll get it solved. It's a complicated puzzle, very complicated puzzle, but we'll get it solved, and people get on with their lives. Too many people dead, too many beautiful cities. I've seen those cities are so beautiful, and they, I don't know how you can ever rebuild them the way they were. It's not possible.
You have to come, by the way, to see us.
I will. It's a beautiful country, beautiful weather, beautiful everything, but we have to get this over with. But it's a war, and the president agrees this is a war that should have never happened. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
I don't know if you noticed, but he looked like he was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. That's what he looks. It looks like father and son. You got caught. Now do as you're told. Anyway, MGM said the statue of Daniel Andrews has been unveiled. Now, people are coming out with all these memes of statues for Daniel Andrews here in Australia because that Victorian Premier who locked everyone down for nearly a year and made life hell for Victorians is exactly that. Okay, Jamie McIntyre said public pressure is mounting. Keep it up, folks. Now's the time to hold ground like never before. Ordinarily, I would consider putting this badly drafted legislation's perverse outcomes down to the well-trodden law of unintended consequences. In other words, good intentions that sometimes lead to bad outcomes by mistake. Except that this legislation is a wolf in sheep's clothing. There is nothing unintended in the outcomes it will lead to. I believe the design of these proposed laws is deliberate. Daily Mail has said a wild new conspiracy theory is spreading about how the government is trying to stifle your free speech. Only this time it's actually true, writes Peter Van Onselen. Wow, there you go. That conspiracy theory is actually true. Allegedly, according to Daily Mail. Okay? Oh, my goodness. Larry Cook said, of course, hospitals eliminated Whoa. I might have to read that one on Rumble, but yeah, they eliminated using a IV of certain vitamin, and a nurse has confirmed. Okay? Before this thing happened, it was on the protocol, but not anymore. And that can be a very good thing for you. I think I need that, a real big dose of it. Melinda Richards said, beautiful, there is hope. Okay, Milk Bar TV said the Australian national anthem sung at the rally against a misinformation bill in Sydney yesterday, and I missed it. Oh, my God. Okay, let's have a look. This is going to make me cry, probably.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and world for time. Our home is goodbye sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing. Advance Australia fair. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sad I missed it, actually. Oh. And that was so good, I didn't want to talk over it. Oh, dear God. Bleach for my eyeballs, please. Someone, anyone? Clown World said best comment wins. This person's name is Gorlock. At least that's what they're called all over the internet. This person was on the Whatever podcast. This person, I believe, may be trans. Oh dear, who's this? Who is the actual company? I bet you if I play it, there's going to be music. Just hang on while I check. I can mute the desktop audio for a sec. Yep. So that's it pretty much. And I don't know where this is or who is putting this out there as anything at all. Actually, I don't know. Why? Why is this happening? Why? Why? Oh dear. Anyway, what was the best comment? It'd probably be the most liked one. Yes, this was Gorlock on the Whatever podcast. Come on. All hail Gorlock. Oh no. Extra gravy. Oh my goodness. Her pronouns are KGs and LBs. Camilla's Secretary of Health. Oh dear. Oh no, when you have 5 kids but haven't given birth yet. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, Malcolm Roberts said the Uni Party has decades of experience destroying Australian sovereignty, adopting UN protocols, declarations, treaties, agreements, without putting them to the people, making them all invalid as far as I'm aware. Example, 1975 UN Lima Declaration that Whitlam government signed, and next year Fraser's Liberal Nationals ratified. 1997, the UN Kyoto Protocol that Howard's the Liberal National Party used to steal farmers' rights to use their own property. The 2007 Water Act confirming and forcing compliance with international agreements. The 2015 Paris Agreement that is non-binding yet uniparty legislated through Parliament, making it binding. 2021 UN WEF net zero, now gutting our vital electricity sector. And again, that's the speech that Trump made on there's no greater act of disloyalty than to extinguish the sovereignty of your own nation. And that was Malcolm Roberts. He's an Australian politician, and that's why I follow him. I know he likes Trump. Bro said, you find words offensive? Well, you're retarded. Okay, that's his opinion. He's allowed to have one. And that's how we all should look at it. We should not find, look, I do too, right? I find certain words offensive or things people say, but that's my problem, not theirs. They can say whatever they like. If I get upset over it, that is my problem that I have to deal with. Okay? I can just not hang around that person anymore. I can do lots of things, but that's my problem, not theirs. Aussie Cossack said now protesters on Sydney streets marching against Prime Minister Albanese's mis- and disinformation bill. And I'm so peed at myself for not being there. I'm not sure if the music is allowed, so I'm just going to turn it down. But there were quite a few people there by the look of it. I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. Are they going to have another one? Because I'll go next time. If they're going to have another one, I'll go. I didn't realise, I knew last week, but forgot yesterday. I was just here on YouTube. Probably telling other people to go, not realising it was that day. Oh, dear. Sydney is rising. Keep going, guys. If you keep going, I'll join in. Okay, non-aesthetic things said this cop needs a raise. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. What is happening? I've got to make it big because it's one of these upright videos when people don't know. Oh, this could be a short thing.
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Oh, go copper. Well done, mate. Action-packed, that was. Goodness me, he ran over people, this guy, too. Like, he knocked people over. And the cop got him. Did you see him jump across the bonnet? Geez, men are good, aren't they? Okay, Ariel said the universe is about to change. Your world is about to change. Your country is about to change. And your life is about to change. Everything that had been happening up until this point, with all the corruption in our lives, are about to cease to exist in all forms of evil. Banking, government, technology, medical, education, and music. It doesn't mean that will all cease to exist, but in the evil that it is. I told you all for years now, everything starts with Iraq, and when they begin, everything else before it will end. This is why you are seeing a sped-up timeline where everything is getting exposed at once. You are about to come out of the great pause that you've been under for the last 4 years. Donald Trump told you in his last speech that everything will happen fast. How? Because we couldn't do anything till Iraq was ready. Now you're going to see countries across the world speed up their operations to remove all the corruption in their government and other areas. Remember what al-Sudani stated? Their new systems is anti-money laundering. Now, do you remember what I told you all about ISO 20022? Guess what that is? An anti-money laundering system that banks are implementing across the planet. This will choke out all the dark money that funds all the FFs that we've been subjected to. This is why they always wanted to ensure the Middle East always remained unstable, so they can continue to force the fiat USD on third world countries because drugs and human trafficking. Once the reinstatement occurs, you'll see a lot of corruption come to a sudden halt. There is more I can say, but you get the point. And look, I agree. I agree with a lot of this, actually, because everything is about to change, and this will all change. Everything will change. It won't necessarily go away, but it will change the way it is done. Okay? Everything is about to change, guys. Believe me. I've been watching this for a lot of years. Okay, Vince Langman said, what happened to Shania Twain? That's not Shania Twain. No. Do you know what I think? Man, wow. I really do. Why is this happening? This is insane. Okay. Miss Smudge said Hezbollah terrorist leader Nassan Nasrallah has reportedly been killed today. Reportedly, but I don't know because there was a photo, it could be an old photo, but there was a photo of him sitting with someone else and they said he's alive and well. Thoughts, prayers and condolences to all members of the Greens and Sydney University students who will be in mourning today. Yeah, they might have been in mourning for one day, but today there's a new photo, so who knows? Nick Adams said, describe Michelle Obama with one word. Oh, that is so easy. That is just too easy, man. That's it. One word. Anywho, Illuminati Coins said, just waiting for everyone to be done talking about Diddy. Everyone talking about Diddy, but they aren't ready for the Simon Cowell story. Or the George Clooney one. Or lots of them. Lots and lots of them. Aussie Cossack said the moment Craig Kelly tells protesters arriving in a convoy or buses from Brisbane to fuck off. Good on him. Okay. I like this man even more now that he said this because what they were doing was counter-protesters to the misinformation protests, right? So that's what he did. He told them to F off.
No, it's not.
Oh, mate, fuck off.
Oh, Craig Kelly, fuck off, beautiful.
Let's see
if they're going to hold him because he wants to make a fucking smoke ceremony.
You're a scum, mate. You're an absolute scum.
No, it's not.
Oh, mate.
Yep, good on him. I like a bit of human in my prime ministers and politicians, you know. Real human, you know, not the fake human that these, like Albanese and Biden and that put on, you know, and Macron and Trudeau and Starmer and all of them. Like fake humans, really. Shadow of Ezra said, Tom Hanks uploaded this creepy image on his Twitter account on December 26, 2019, with the caption, "Let this be the final lost pacifier of 2019, Hanks." What did Tom Hanks mean by this? And Tom Hanks used to post gloves, socks, and I'm sure there's a reason. And some people have even theorised that he was a hitman for the elite involved. So, you know, who could this person be that is bigger than Diddy? I mean, everyone knows Obama. Everyone knows Tom Hanks. Yeah. So anyway, things are coming. Things are coming. But yes, we'd like to know what all that means, you know. But yeah, a lot of theorising going on. Shadow of Ezra said George Clooney has just sold his long-time Los Angeles estate, known for hosting wild parties over the years. This 6-bedroom mansion located in Studio City's exclusive Fryman Canyon fetched $14.5 million. Clooney had owned the property for nearly 30 years, having purchased it back in 1995. Looks like a bloody castle, nearly. Jeez. Santa Surfing asked where he's moving to, a guard-gated community in Cuba or Guam. Yeah, another case of Trump's EEOs hard at work. The one to end human trafficking. If you've seen the boat picture with Obama and Clooney and a little Asian girl, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So we got that. Oh, I'll show that one on Rumble. But there's good news at the end. She's all right. The little girl is okay. Okay? And I'll talk about that on Rumble. There's a reason that they call it panda eyes for a reason, and it has to do with abuse, I believe. Breaks all the blood cells, everything. It really injures them badly. Laura Loomis said condolences to the Border Patrol agents who had to walk out DEI VP around the border today because apparently Kamala went to the border. Personally, I think since she loves the illegals so much, she should have been left there alone to hang out with them. If they're so safe and welcoming, why not just hang out with them yourself, Kamala? Better still, why doesn't Kamala and all the other politicians pushing this and all the people that back it take these people into their homes? I wonder why that doesn't happen. Yeah, I think we know. Steve Mudflap McGrew's Remasculated podcast said this is nothing but an effing photo op for a failed border czar. It's so low IQ that people can lie to themselves about their support for a loser. Breaking, this is what a president visiting the border looks like, says Kamala Wins. No, this is what a photo op looks like. And she's got agents protecting her. I'd like to see her go down there alone. Wouldn't happen. Mitch and Kim's page said corruption. Mark Lewis said she should be charged with lying to Congress. What's this about? Let's have a look.
Do you own individual stocks, Madam Secretary? You said no. In fact, you repeated it 3 times to me. No, no, no. Turns out that was false. You did own multiple individual stocks, and you neglected to report it to this committee for months afterwards. Why did you mislead this committee? Oh my goodness. That was exactly my response. Why did you mislead us, and what were you hiding? You made millions CNN reports and stock options at Proterra. Then you promoted Proterra stock and Proterra products as...
I'm going to get censored for this, but I'm going to play it.
Energy Secretary. Was that one of the stocks that you sold?
This is so... I mean, really.
Was that one of the stocks that you sold? Yes, really. You are presiding over institutionalized corruption in your energy department. You have violated the Stock Act 9 separate times. I just want to know who really runs the energy department. Is it you, or is it the mega corporations whose stock that you own that you're making profits in?
My goodness.
Or maybe it's the foreign billionaires who fund your conferences. Let's try something else. Do you know the names of the foreign billionaires who fund the conferences you go to?
I have no idea what you're talking
You don't know
about.
the stocks, you don't know the billionaires, you would take no responsibility. Meanwhile, your energy department, executives in your energy department are trading stocks in companies that they have direct oversight over, and you were too.
There you go. So unless
Do you own individual stocks, Madam Secretary?
if I have to censor that, then yeah. So say they throw a strike at me instead of just a what is it called, a copyright claim. If they actually throw a strike at me and the video can't be seen, I'll then have to delete that video. So, but you all saw that live. You saw it. Sarah A. Carter said Rand Paul, Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote for the Inflation Reduction Act, which is raising seniors' healthcare premiums. Are Biden and Harris using taxpayer funds to hide these hikes as seniors head to vote? Probably. So Biden and Harris are using taxpayer funds to hide the hikes to seniors in this Inflation Reduction Act. See how it's the opposite of what it says it's going to do. Telling you. They're going to reduce...
Secretary, you said no.
Their inflation while raising yours. The Rubber Duck said Trump's told us about Pete. Might have to do that on Rumble. Okay, and here we have Conspiracy Bot has said, I think this is Bill Cooper.
Cooper, thanks for being with us today. Let's talk about the JFK assassination. CIA plot?
Well, from the top secret documents that I read while I was in Naval Intelligence, it concerned the Central Intelligence Agency, the Secret Service, Division 5 of the FBI, and the Office of Naval Intelligence, and that's why I was able to view these documents.
Now, why would the CIA and the security community want to kill the president?
From what I understand and from what I read, Bob, they viewed President Kennedy as a security threat, and I'm not sure exactly what that means. But the documentation clearly said that the assassin was the driver in the car in which he was riding in Dallas on that day, and it was plainly visible in a film withheld from the public.
Now, you brought that film with you. Let's take a look at that if we can. Here's the film. Go ahead and narrate this for us, will you?
Well, it took me 16 years to find this film because it has really been withheld. And what you're seeing here is the motorcade on Elm Street passing in front of the book depository building. Kennedy has been shot in the throat, and Jacqueline is pulling him toward her, trying to comfort him, and she's in shock. At this time, you see the driver turn around with a pistol in his left hand, firing over his right shoulder, and shoots the president directly in the head.
Here's a repeat of it, yeah.
The weapon, watch the driver, his name is William Greer. He was, in fact, a Secret Service agent. The weapon is an electrically operated, gas-powered assassination pistol built especially for the Central Intelligence Agency.
You don't see any puff of smoke from...
That's correct. Because
what you think is a pistol there in the right-hand corner, lower right-hand corner.
That's correct. It is
Why is that?
Well, it's an air-operated pistol. It's pneumatic. And it actually fired an exploding pellet which injected shellfish toxin into the president's brain so that if the actual explosion of the pellet itself did not kill him, the toxin would.
Now, did you read all of this
Yes.
in the documents?
Yes, and that's why his brain was switched for another brain in transit between Parkland Hospital in Dallas and Bethesda Naval Hospital in Washington, D.C.
Now, what about Oswald?
Oswald was a patsy. We have a photograph of him actually standing in front of the book depository building in the doorway watching the motorcade as it goes by. That is Lee Harvey Oswald there.
And there you go. Very, very interesting.
Cooper, thanks for being with us today.
Very, very interesting. I had an argument with someone on Facebook back in somewhere between 2008 and 2010 about that, and I said it was the driver, and the person was arguing with me that no, it wasn't. An Australian police officer apparently went over and investigated the JFK shootings, and yeah, I said I don't care if an Australian police officer done it. I don't trust them. And from the video footage that I saw when the internet was more free, you could tell that it was the driver. Okay, coronavirus plushie said the US Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, loses historic fluoride case. Michael Connett, lead attorney for plaintiffs in Food and Water, Watch vs. EPA speaks with LBRY. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's have a little listen.
We won. Federal court rules that fluoridation chemicals pose an unreasonable risk to health. This is a court case that we have been following for over a year now, and I am honored and pleased to be joined right now by the lead attorney on this case, Michael Connett. Michael, what did we win? What just happened?
Hi, Del. Great to be here. Thank you. It was a grand slam of a court decision. I could not have asked for a more thorough, more detailed, excellent opinion from the court. 80 pages, very detailed. The court concluded, Del, that adding fluoride chemicals to drinking water presents an unreasonable risk of IQ loss in children. I'll repeat, an unreasonable risk of IQ loss in children. And this is not at high levels, Del. The judge specifically said at the levels that we currently add to drinking water, so-called optimal level of 0.7 ppm, that presents an unreasonable risk of IQ loss in children. That's what the federal court ruled this week after 7 years
Wow.
of litigation involving extensive expert testimony on both sides, right? The judge heard from the best on both sides of the issue, right? The EPA, the government put up their best experts. We put up our best experts. The judge heard, very strong viewpoints on both sides, the full amount of evidence, and reached this conclusion. So unreasonable risk to our children. And Del, you were just talking about the food supply here in the United States and about how the chemicals we add here are different and we have than other countries. Well, I would add to that with fluoridation, over half of the people in this world who drink fluoridated water live here in the United States. We are the most fluoridated nation on Earth.
Wow.
And it's not just the water. We add fluoride to over 200 million people's water here in the U.S. But that is doesn't just stay in the water. It's contaminating our processed foods. It's contaminating our processed beverages. So I think that when we think about the food supply, right?
Yeah.
Which is a very rightful concern and focus, let us also keep in mind the water supply that feeds into the food supply, and fluoride chemicals are, something that we really, really need to be getting out of the water and following the lead of Europe, which for the most part has already done so.
Okay. I'd also like to
We
add Australia.
won. Federal court rule.
I'd also like to add Australia is a very highly fluoridated country. And I believe, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but fluoride levels were not meant to be higher than 0.4 fluoride in drinking water. Where would I find it? It's supposed to be no more than 0.3 or 4. Australia. We're still kind of up there. South Korea's pretty high. Is that Chile? I think it is. United Kingdom's down here. The lowest fluoridation levels. Australia's up here, but coming down, I think. Is that right? It's crossing over with another blue one. I can't quite tell. Oh, dear. Countries with fluoridated water. Look at it looks like the baby just took different coloured pencils and started drawing. Okay, I can't find it easy enough in that one. Let's have a look at New South Wales Health. What do they say? Drinking water. I am sure it was a was supposed to be. Oh my God, what is this shit? Okay, sorry, just trying to quickly read over it. Sydney Water then treats the water at one of their 9 filtration plants before it's distributed to consumers with fluoride. I'm trying to find levels. Hang on. I know what to do. Get out of there. Get out. Help. I'm stuck in the government website. Safe levels of... There are no safe levels of fluoride. But I'm just doing this for what the guide they're supposed to follow. Oh, my God. Oh, they put it up. 1 milligram. Is that per litre? Jesus. It used to be 0.3, 0.4. Well, now it looks like it's 1. They've more than doubled it. There you go. 0.4 it was. I'm sure that's what it used to be. It never used to say 1. It used to always be 0.4, and it says it there. Toxicity of fluoride. Okay, so there we go. Where is the number? Yeah, we can't find it. Fluoride is an inorganic anion that naturally occurs in minerals, particularly fluoride CaF2. That's calcium fluoride, not sodium fluoride that they put in our water. Anyway, I got into the fluoride was one of the first things I was looking at too when I was waking up. Okay, AG said AP on the death of Republican senator versus the possible death of a terror leader responsible for tens of thousands of deaths. So it's the Associated Press when against a Republican senator, right? Former US Senate Jim Inhofe, defense hawk who called human-caused climate change a hoax, dies at 89. That's how they reported that. And how they report this, charismatic and shrewd. A look at longtime Hezbollah leader, Hassan Nasrallah. Do you see the difference in the reporting? Oh, this guy called climate change a hoax. Don't worry about him. But this guy here, he's charismatic and shrewd, and you need to look up to him. That's kind of what they're getting at. Gunther Eagleman said, whoever trained her needs to be fired. This lady is not presidential. I don't even know if it looks like her now.
And for the press that is here, to those who are watching, the storm continues to be dangerous and deadly, and lives have been lost, and the risk of flooding still remains high. So I continue to urge everyone to please continue to follow guidance from your local officials. And for the press that is here.
Okay, I just got a comment out of that. Anyway, but if that is a speech about the flood, that's just ridiculous, right? She's not doing anything, saying anything. I mean, she might as well not have said anything at all. But if you take it as the storm is still with us and it's more dangerous than ever. Remember when Trump said there's a storm coming? They all said, what do you mean, Mr. President? Hello, listen to it again.
To those who are watching, the storm continues to be dangerous and deadly, and lives have been lost, and the risk of flooding still remains.
Okay, take the flooding bit out and just, the storm is deadly, many lives have been lost. Okay? I'm taking that as a com. I really am. Why, I said Diddy's Miami's mansion is located right next to a shipping container terminal. If you know, you know. He's not the only one on that island of mansions either. What are those? Who do those other houses belong to? Because apparently on his island there are other houses. Maybe they're guest houses? Isn't that what Epstein had? Oh, God love you, Deb. Thank you. God love you. Gloria Estefan, Jennifer Lopez, Lisa Hodgstein, Philip Frost. I don't know who these people are, mind you, or what they're connected to. Thomas Kramer, Sean Combs, David and Linda Frankel, Stuart Miller and Emilio Estefan, and Vladislav Doronin, who lives on Star Island. There you go. Is that what his island is called, though? Yeah, HRC. Hillary Rodham Clinton's Secret Service code name was Evergreen. Evergreen shipping containers? Yeah. That's probably, shipping containers. Things get shipped on that. They ship live art by shipping containers. Do you know what live art is? It's people. Elon Musk said exactly. As a general rule, any given piece of legislation will do the opposite of its name. There we go. Thank you, Elon. The name is just propaganda to fool the public. The Secure Our Borders bill would have done the exact opposite. Amplify illegal immigration and making the World War Z situation at the border even worse. Mike Lee said that's just not what happened. The bill wasn't as promised, and in Biden's hands, it would have made the crisis worse. Republican lawmakers rejected it on arrival on policy grounds alone before Trump ever said a word about it because Kamala HQ is saying, Fox host, it was your colleagues in the Republican Party who torpedoed the border bill, not Democrats. Yeah, there was a reason. They're trying to slide other things in there. Or it's not what they said it was. That's why. Yeah, it's climate change initiatives. It'll be good for their buddies, their rich buddies. Okay, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said, thanks, Joe Rogan. With a mass movement behind us, real Donald Trump and I will transform our food system. We will get the chemicals out of the water, air, food and soil. We will drain the corruption out of the agencies that are supposed to protect the public. By 2028, I promise you, we will make America healthy again.
What do you think about RFK's, possibly getting in to investigate all that stuff?
I think it would be one of the best things for the health of the people in the United States. If you really care about health, I think there's a lot of us, and it was me at one point in time, and I've gotten more educated about it. A lot of us are very ignorant about what we're doing to our bodies with food and with medications.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're being told the truth. I think if RFK gets in office, he will expose a lot of this stuff, just like he did when he was an environmental attorney. People think of him as just the vaccine kook. Listen, you got to look at that guy's, the history of that guy's work has all been about protecting people from corporations that are poisoning them.
Yeah.
That's literally what that guy did his whole career. And if he can do that with health, particularly with things that we can avoid. Look, one of the things they demonstrated is that Lucky Charms, as sold in the United States, they don't sell the same one in Canada. In Canada, the dyes that we use to make it all pretty and exciting for kids, they don't allow that because it's toxic.
Yeah.
So we allow it, which means someone's corrupt.
Yeah.
Someone's corrupt.
Probably the whole system, maybe.
I'd say so. Okay, Josh Ryan said, did Macron just leave? We think people online, netizens, that's what you call people online. They're not citizens, they're netizens, so the internet, Okay. They are thinking, oh, did he just wink at him? These two might be having These two might be having a bit of a thing happening. Canadian PM said next week Prime Minister Trudeau will join other world leaders and participate in the 19th Summit de la Francophonie in France. I don't know if I said that properly. There he will advance democracy. No, I think he'll advance onto Macron, gender equality, human rights and other shared values. Yeah, I don't think that's what he's doing. I think they're going for, hey, what if they have those ditty parties over there and they're doing all this shit? Can you imagine? Holy guacamole. Okay. Real Ben said, lol, real Candace batting 1,000 with this one. It's not just a coincidence that Justin Trudeau is gay, Obama gay, Zelensky gay, Emmanuel Macron gay and married. To a man, I think. I believe.
It's not a coincidence that Justin Trudeau is gay, that Obama gay, Zelensky gay, Emmanuel Macron gay and married. It's not a coincidence.
There you go. And compromised.
Coincidence that Justin Trudeau.
Definitely compromised. Government EXE is corrupt, said Trudeau got so upset at a homophobic remark against him this week, then puts out a video of him whining and dining with Macron. This doesn't really help his case at all. Who's going to tell him? I think they really like each other, look. Oh, look. Seriously. Yeah, I think there's something going on there. What do you reckon, guys? Little Macron is shorter than Trudeau. Oh, look at that. Dr. Eli David said little Macron started a fight with the Italian PM, Giorgia Meloni, so she wiped the floor with him. Now, I'll read this because, hopefully.
Questo si chiama franco.
Hang on. This is called the CFA franc.
CFA. È la moneta.
It is the colonial currency that France prints for 14 African nations, to which it applies oh my goodness, I can't say that word. Seigneurage, and by virtue of which it exploits the resources of these nations. Ooh, France is doing it. This is a child who works in a gold mine in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is one of the poorest nations in the world. France prints colonial money for Burkina Faso, which has gold. In return, they demand that 50% of everything that Burkina Faso exports ends up in the coffers of the French treasury. The gold that this child goes down a tunnel to extract mostly ends up in the coffers of the French state. So the solution is not to take the Africans and bring them to Europe. The solution is to free Africa from certain Europeans who exploit it and allow these people to live off what they have. Yes, their resources. Ooh. Okay. These two little thieves. Gay thieves. Cillian said, be honest. Do you think Justin Trudeau and Emmanuel Macron are in a relationship? Look at it. Anyway, I think they are. I think they might be. I really do. Okay, ray gun. Why have I got ray gun here? These hate mobs led by radical Islamists think they're the good guys. Have a listen. We have to shut the door on all Islamic immigration immediately and start to investigate these mosques that are spreading hate with impunity and close them down. Now, the reason I shared this is because of history. If you look at history and what they have done, and the Muslims that tried to take over way back, and the nations that sold Irish slaves and things like that, there's a reason why we don't let them in the country. If you know your history, you know this. Okay, I'm going to play this.
You're not doomed yet, but in all of world history, there has never been a civilization that has so opened its doors to another civilization that is openly hostile to it. So this is unprecedented, what's happening. Your ancestors of Europe, and I describe it in my books because I write about history, fought tooth and nail to prevent Islam from entering and conquering Europe, because that was one of the grand plans and went on for century after century. From the east, the Turks were trying to enter Constantinople. They surrounded Vienna in 1683, and before that, the Muslims, I told you, went up into Tours in France in 732, 1,000 years later. This was an actual goal. And now Western Europe is saying, oh, none of that matters. It was a misunderstanding. Come on in. But they haven't changed. that mentality, and when I say they, you know, that's obviously, I'm simplifying. The mentality that I've described is part of Islam. It's an Islamic concept. So the Islamic State, you're told, oh yeah, they have nothing to do with Islam, they've twisted it. No, they haven't. They are a representation of what Islam, the caliphs, the sultanates, the emirates, that's how they operated. The heads of Islam, the grand imams and the muftis said the same exact thing. Okay, so that is what it is. Again, it's not my point to arguing, oh, well, this particular migrant wants to conquer you. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's looking for a good life. I understand that, and that's what makes it complicated. But to just open your borders completely to that demographic, which has within it, not all of it, but within it, that kernel of animosity for Christians and so-called infidels, and the imperative to conquer the world in the name of jihad for Allah, which they're the good guys, keep in mind. They never see themselves as the bad guys. This is one of the issues with all conflicts. They're not bad guys. They're good guys in their minds. You're the bad guys because you're infidels, and they're trying to bring the light of Islam to you. So that's another aspect of how moral, or the morality that they feel. They're the good guys, okay, in doing this. Because look at you, Denmark and Europe, you're all dissipated drunks and, you know, profligates, and you know, there's no real. I'm sharing with you their arguments because I read it and I hear it. So they're bringing to you goodness, okay? But before, your ancestors, because I guess they had their own social order and their own goodness, and it was called Christianity, were able to fight it. But I guess in this current void of sort of this atheistic climate, well, anything goes, and who's to say they're wrong? Maybe they're right, etc., etc. And now you have what's happening. So it's a very unprecedented experience. A lot of people talk about the Roman Empire, this sort of thing happened, but it didn't, and we can get into that. It was actually, they were still cognizant of trying to maintain their own social, cultural mores, Rome. And it fell to the Goths and the Germanic peoples. And I'm just saying, some people use this analogy, but in this case, this is completely your doing. Not you, but it's Europe's doing. Okay, you're bringing a hostile force that's openly hostile, and lo and behold, when I look where Muslims are, I see chaos and violence and criminality and rape and grooming in England. Okay, that's what always happened under Islam. Okay, so is there a hope? I think so. I hope so in time. But it's so bad that it even had to get to this point. You know, it's such an abnegation and betrayal of your own heritage, of these men and women who fought and died to preserve your way of life against an open, hostile force, and now they're being welcomed in, and, you know, oh, what? You know, why not? It's okay. It's okay. So I guess so. It's a matter of time.
So where's the hope? Excuse me. So where's the hope? You say there is
the hope is to wake up, wake up and see what reality and what I'm talking about, and understand the history and the doctrine of Islam and what Islam is all about. Islam is unequivocally hostile.
I agree with him. And even though they may not all be like that, okay, but some of them and a lot of them are, and in history we know that they've tried before. Now, a lot of people have given up Christianity, but they'll make allowances for Muslims, which is actually Christianity will not push on you like Muslims want their law pushed on people. So make of that what you will. Average Joe Patriot 1776 said Weight Watchers CEO Seema Sistani steps down over 2-year stint. Didn't Oprah Winfrey used to advertise for Weight Watchers? Apparently she's stopped because they found out she took drugs to lose weight, probably Ozempic. Okay. Clandestine said Zelensky's mind did not change, the situation changed. Trump essentially told Zelensky the foreign aid is over, and once he gets back in office, Zelensky knows his only route to survival is diplomacy. He doesn't have a choice. The war will be over if Trump wins. BRICS News said just in, Ukrainian President Zelensky says the war with Russia must end in peace and is needed after a meeting with Donald Trump. Watch them all change their mind. It's getting closer. And Matt Walsh, Wall Street Silver said Matt Walsh's undercover comedy, Am I Racist?, is in theatres now with an incredible 93% audience approval rating. If you've seen What is a Woman, you know Matt Walsh blog and his style, let the crazies talk in their own words. This time he's taking on the DEI and anti-racism industries, and they are complete imbeciles. You can add the climate change to that. And the feminine, like there's a couple of politicians in Australia, a few of them, who are on quite a high wage. And when you hear them speak in Parliament, they are bloody dumb. Really bloody dumb. Yeah, they took the yearly wage of both men and women to see who earned more. And the guy asking the questions said, well, did you take the hourly wage? And she said, no, we didn't. We took the yearly wage. A lot of men are known to work longer hours. They work harder. And women are known to not work as long hours. So there you go. There's discrepancies all around. And the people are stupid, really. Anon said, panic in Hollywood. I agree. Then Colin Rugg said, just in, entire home seen floating away in Asheville, North Carolina, as tropical storm Helene demolishes the state. So I know America's big. Did it miss Florida and go inland? Like, what happened there? The situation's so bad that a 7:30 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. curfew is now in effect. Is something else going on? The city is facing what experts are calling a 1 in 1,000 year event, with the French Broad River reaching 25 feet, breaking the July 16th, 1916 record of 23.1 feet. Oh no, I'd be shattered if that was my house. Floating down the street? No. Chasing it going, house, come back. No, I'm kidding. Not a good time to make fun of anything, is it? Anyway, one of you can tell me what's going on, surely. So did it sort of miss Florida, or did it hit parts of Florida, not other parts? Well, I hope everyone's all right. Laura Loomer said, you said you want to legalise fentanyl. You're now only changing your tune because Loomer Unleashed has millions of views this week on videos asking Senate Dems if they agree with your policy of legalising fentanyl. Even CNN called out your plan to decriminalise and legalise fentanyl. You're a liar, Kamala Harris. Loomer Unleashed has been asking Senate Dems all week about your support for legalising fentanyl. They're all silent because they know it's indefensible. Let's have a listen.
Issue through treatment and other programming, will you support the decriminalization at the federal level of all drug possession for personal use? And Harris answers yes. Now, what would that mean? Well, it mean the federal, all drug possession. That's not just marijuana, which she alluded to in her answer to this question, but it also would mean
yes, federal level of all drug possession,
fentanyl, crack,
use. Yes.
Cocaine, things like that. Yeah.
Have they responded to you on her changes on these issues?
So we did put this question to the Harris campaign about the entire ACLU questionnaire, and the Harris campaign didn't answer any questions from CNN. Issue through treatment and other programming.
Okay, Kamala Harris said fentanyl is a scourge on our country. I've met too many families who've lost loved ones to fentanyl, and the devastation is felt from rural communities to big cities. As president, I'll make it a top priority to disrupt the flow of fentanyl into the United States, and that's where Laura Loomer came in. Lying again, caught out. Laura Loomer said the entire world might end in 38 days unless Trump is elected. That might be a bit of satire, but I happen to agree with it. God help us if Kamala gets in. The world will go to hell. It will go to shit. Oh dear. Alex Zoltan said breaking Justin Trudeau can't get into his own fundraiser event due to the large gathering of Palestinian protesters. Ha ha ha. That's what happens when you support it, mate. There you go. They're turning. The left is turning on the left. And Kathleen Winchell said exactly right. What's this?
You're not voting for Trump. You're voting for 5,000 people that will run your government. Do you think that Donald Trump will assemble 5,000 better people, more in line with your worldview, maybe not perfect, or Kamala Harris? That's what's on the ticket. It is a team of 5,000 people. And that goes from everything from the Department of Defense to the border to all these issues. And they want to try to personalize this election in the media. They want to try to make you feel emotional about something Trump said or did not say. But we will win if we can rise above that and say, hey, you have Bobby Kennedy involved in a presidential transition team of who's going to be at the FDA, the CDC, the NIH. I mean, that's a game changer. This is the Avengers team. Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi is the former co-chair of the DNC just a couple years ago. You got Elon Musk, who is the world's wealthiest man and is a free thinker and used to be an Obama supporter. Of course, Bobby Kennedy. And I think it's really something for those of us that can see what's really going on in the country. Beyond just the media news cycle and the chatter on cable TV, we know that we are at risk of losing our country because there's an unelected oligarchy that is making decisions for health, for border, for war, and this is our opportunity. Our framers gave us this, especially here in Arizona, because these electoral votes are going to matter a lot, are going to say, hey, you could take back those 5,000 positions. You can all of a sudden say, no, Anthony Fauci, all of your minions are gone in the FDA. They're gone.
Can't wait. Would love to see it. Oh, we're going back to this again. President Trump 4 said, could it be more clearer to doubters that the plan is about to end? Let's have a listen.
The only good thing about what happened with this 4-year disaster is that the people will understand when we fix our country, they'll be much more understanding than they would have been if we just went straight ahead and did it. Because this country has never been laughed at like a bunch of dopes. It's never been laughed at like it is right now. If the only good thing about what happened with this...
There you go. He's telling you. He is telling you. And I believe now that's the Kamala thing, saying the storm and we're in danger and people have died. I believe that's it's a communications, the way they communicate. Gunther Eagleman said Trump issued a dire warning on packing SCOTUS. This has to be stopped. Everyone agrees the radical activists that have been positioned within our lower court system have been wreaking havoc on districts around the country. Imagine a politically driven SCOTUS that will bend to whatever radical is in the Oval Office will do. And that's what will become a reality under Kamala Harris. Even Mitch McConnell said it's a dangerous attack on the separation of powers. Yep, she wants more people coming in and a lot of inflation. They make money off inflation. So you got that one. Chuck Costello said, just in, Border Patrol Union takes a blowtorch to Kamala Harris. VP Harris asserted in Arizona that CBP need more resources. We have apprehended over 8 million illegal immigrants over the last 4 years, and now you realise we need more help 38 days before the election? You insane woman. Canberra, you said Kamala Harris has lost track of hundreds of thousands of migrant children, exposing them to criminals and traffickers, and has left the country's borders wide open. But after her 30-minute border visit, she'll fix it now because she cares. All of a sudden. And Wall Street Silver said there's a reason her staff doesn't let her do many unscripted interviews. The real Ben Garrison cartoon said the more you hear from Kamala, the less you want to hear from Kamala. Yep, and Pelosi and Clinton, Hillary. We don't hear from Bill, so that, yes, just, you know. All of them. Obama, Michelle Obama, Big Mike. James Hershen said progressive Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg downgraded staggering 60% of felony cases to lesser charges last year amid fury over criminals being repeatedly released to roam the streets of the Big Apple. So if you want to know why, that's what's happening. They keep letting them out. Ann Vandersteel said Trump, Flynn, Pompeo on the hit list. I just got off the phone with Terry Newsom, 357, who confirmed from a very credible military intelligence contact that the Iranian government placed Real Donald Trump, General Flynn, and Mike Pompeo on a targeted hit list. The story is developing. And Donald Trump said, big threats on my life by Iran. I think I read this yesterday. The entire US military is watching and waiting. Moves are already been made by Iran that didn't work out, but they'll try again. Not a good situation for anyone. I'm surrounded by more men, guns and weapons than I've ever seen. And nice to see Republicans and Democrats get together on something, voting unanimously to approve more money to the Secret Service. And Foot Doc said, we live in a society where homosexuals lecture us on morals, transsexuals lecture us on human biology, baby killers lecture us on human rights, communists lecture us on economics, and Satanists lecture us on religion. They do. Yeah, I'd prefer not to be lectured to by people, telling me the Bible's full of shit. Just believe what you believe and don't worry about me. I'm fine. I believe in the Bible. I'll be fine. Laura Loomis said, are Kamala Harris and Maya Harris full sisters? According to this immigration form, after Maya was born, Kamala Harris's mother said she only had one child on official immigration forms, even though Kamala was born 2.5 years earlier. Something isn't adding up here about Kamala Harris's story, her mother and her sister, Maya Harris. There you go, apparently. Where does it say how many children? Number of children, 1. Okay. Anywho, if you want to know more, go see Candace Owens. Candace Owen. Oh, John Ruddock, MLC, said Albo's disinformation bill has one objective, to close X in Australia. They can't win a free and fair exchange of ideas, and X is that unfiltered platform, so they invent evil crap like this bill. See you tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. at Speaker's Corner in the Domain. That was 2 days ago, and the speaker thing in the Domain was yesterday. Joey Manarino said America absolutely needs Trump back in control as soon as possible. Zelensky forgets that he doesn't own Trump and interrupts his comments. Trump shuts him right down and says it takes 2 to tango. Get ready to dance, Vladimir Zelensky.
I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin, and I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly. I really think we're going to get it resolved.
I hope we have more good relations.
We're going to have. Oh, I see. Yeah, but it takes 2 to tango, and I also have a very good relationship.
He said he wants more good relations, and Trump said, "Well, it takes 2 to tango." Not just Russia's fault. George said, breaking, a federal judge in Arizona just ruled that the Democrat Secretary of State cannot certify. Did I read that yesterday? No. Results of the 2024 election if counties withhold certification due to fraud. Plaintiffs allege the plain terms of canvass provision require the Secretary to nullify a county's votes if the County Board of Supervisors fails to timely canvass. Considering the above, the court finds that plaintiffs have plausibly alleged a severe burden on their right to vote. The right to vote is fundamental. Judge Michael T. Liberty. In 2022, the Cochise County's Board of Supervisors voted to stall certification so they could investigate the fraud that took place. Democrats threatened them with lawsuits, forcing them to certify under duress. Wanting to stop that from happening again in 2024, corrupt Secretary of State Adrian Fontes added a new provision to the election procedure manual mandating the certification of statewide results by tossing out the votes from counties that withheld certification. The rule, if the official canvass of any county has not been received by this deadline, the Secretary of State must proceed with a state canvass without including the votes of the missing county. This ruling is a game changer because it empowers counties to halt the certification process if fraud occurs in November. Bravo to Judge Liberty. Liberty? I don't know how to say that. Sounds like Birdie. Yeah, I want to bleach my eyeballs, man. Seriously. I don't want to see that again. Laura Loomis said President Trump is calling out Fox News. Fox News has always been anti-Trump. Rupert Murdoch cannot be trusted. Donald J. Trump said, why does Fox put this fraudulent liar on television? Why don't they put the people on that are going to make America great again, Fox is just as bad as she is. I don't know who he's talking about. But Rupert Murdoch also owns Sky News Australia, so be careful who you get your news from. Chuck Costello said, breaking report, Trump Force One waves off landing at Chicago O'Hare International Airport, developing apparently he'd landed safe. And John Ruddock, Milk Bar TV, said John Ruddock, speaking at the rally against the misinformation bill in Sydney, if we let this pass, Australia will be on a slow journey to East Germany.
I want to have quick speeches today, so I just want to quickly walk you through the politics of this, where we're up to from here. I believe before Christmas this bill will get through the House of Representatives because the stupid Teals will vote in favour of it, of course, and the Labor Party will vote in favour of it. But then it's going to go to the Senate. We need 38 senators to vote no to this, federal senators. At the moment, we've got 33. The Liberal Party was late to the party, but they have come and said they'll oppose it. Good, thank you. And the Nationals. Then, of course, our good friends in One Nation, Malcolm Roberts and Pauline, and Senator Babette, all terrific people. That gets us to 33, but we've got to get to 38. There's about 7 other senators who pretty much all lean to the left, but they're a bit all... And it's not impossible the Greens could do the right thing here, but very unlikely. But so, look, it's looking like it's, we need to sort of try and get these people like Jackie Lambie and Senator Pocock and Senator Payman and, Lydia Thorpe, okay, so they might be able to do the right thing. But look, it's a coin flip, okay? We could be, by Christmas, living under this regime. That means Australia will not be Australia anymore. It'll be called Alboralia, okay, because we're going to have this big government telling you what you can and cannot say. In the event it gets to that point, I want to say the underground resistance will start on day one, okay? And I'm very lucky. I can say what the hell I want in the state parliament, and I will make the most of that. But we should be having a rally here every Saturday and saying all the misinformation, disinformation we feel like it, okay? Because we absolutely have to. If we just let this pass and we do not resist it, it'll just become a part of the culture of this country. And we will be on the slow journey to East Germany. The slow journey to East Germany. So, now the one last little thing I'll say. 10 years ago, when Julia Gillard was Prime Minister, and they brought in 18C, which was the beginning of the war on free speech, and opposition leader Tony Abbott said, oh, look, you vote for me and we're going to repeal 18C, 100%. Now, they didn't just say it once, they said it about 100 times, and we thought, great, now then... The Liberal Party won office, and Abbott is probably the best Liberal this century. They won office, and then they said, oh, we've changed our mind, we're not going to repeal 18C. So even though Peter Dutton has said, oh, yeah, we're against this misinformation bill, vote for us and we'll get rid of it, I'm telling you, do not trust the Liberal Party. We welcome their support for us. Do not trust them. Now, I can absolutely promise you that bread and butter, the DNA of the Libertarian Party is 100% to be pro-free speech, radically pro-free speech. Now, we hope that we're going to be announcing a very good Senate candidate in New South Wales soon, and we've got our Senate candidate from Victoria here, Jordan Ditloff. We hope you can vote Libertarian, but the Libertarian Party may not be your cup of tea. If that's the case, go and vote for One Nation. Well, there might be others, but whatever you do, put the Liberals ahead of Labor, because they're right, okay, at least the Liberals say they're going to oppose it, and I reckon they probably will, but you can't trust them. Okay, so just remember that. The Liberals sound good in opposition, in government, they sell us out all the time. Thank you very much. Stop the disinformation bill.
Okay, so...
Well done, Sydney. Okay, and there's more. I will probably read that on Rumble. GLOF tagged me in this one. This is what all governments need worldwide. Rachel said, do you support this move? Ian Yeager said, breaking. Vivek Ramaswamy has called for the removal of 75% of all government bureaucrats, agencies not authorised by Congress to be shut down, term limits for all members of Congress, and government-issued voter ID for all 50 states. Do you support this? I would. Here. I'll play that on Rumble. That one too. And what's this one? Oh, Geoloft. Okay, Geoloft has tagged me in this one. Apparently it's an older comedian. Okay, let's have a listen.
I just paid off my student loan. It's tough getting older. Went into an antique store, they wouldn't let me leave. I tried using that face aging app. They said, nah, you're good. I'm officially an old man. I give unwanted advice to total strangers. I told a kid to pull his pants up, his underwear was showing. He mocked me, tried to give me a wedgie, but the joke was on him, I was wearing the pins. I went to the doctor because I thought I had arthritis. I don't. I have early onset rigor mortis. Anybody ever drop their phone in the toilet? There you go. I did, and after I did, I put my phone in a bag of rice. Anybody ever drop a bag of rice in the toilet? I joined a dating site for people my age called Carbon Dating. I asked a woman on the site for her number. She told me it was 140 over 95. I flunked out of college twice.
Oh, dear.
I just paid off my student loan.
An older comedian. And this, Geoloft tagged me in this as well. Sound on. Okay, let's have a look. Someone's trying to pinch a bat. Are they? Trying to pinch something.
That's why you fat. Look at you, greedy. No, you can have it. You can have it. You got it, brother. You thought it was some snacks in there? Look at you. You can go ahead and take it. It's a big box for a big back. Come on and get it. I know you need it.
I think I was confused, bro.
Oh, I think you hungry. And people act abnormal when they hungry. You've seen the Snickers commercial. Come on and get you his little box. Don't try to run either. I don't want you to have an asthma attack on my porch. Get the box. I know times is hard.
I don't live too far.
I know you ain't walking far. I know you ain't walking far. You ain't got to tell me. Go ahead and get it. Big back. You too big to be a thief. Come on and get it. At this point, I just want you to get the steps in. You never know. It could be some workout equipment in there. Look at it. Okay. All right. That's what you get.
He can't even carry it. Oh, dear. Good on you, Geoloft. And, yeah, don't ever take political advice from these insane people. Okay, so I'm going to read. Where am I? I'm going to read the comments. Oh, look, I'm way back at the beginning on this one. It's going to jump as soon as I try and scroll down. Yeah, hey, Kai and Tony and Donna and Fred. Deb said, hello, our awesome Alex. Hello, our Hev. Okay. Where am I? Deb said, I was thinking that Hev's photo reminds me of Kylie Minogue. Oh no, I don't think I look like her. There you go. Anyway. And good morning, Luna. A menacing muskrat said lots happening in Heaven's Comet. The mini moon that will be with us for the next 2 months and a supernova, and there will be signs in the heavens, right, Hev? Exactly. It's all going to go down, I think. Oh, there it goes. I knew it was going to jump. Let's go back as far as we can. Okay. We can't go back too far. Hang on, where am I up to on this one? Hang on, I might be able to get an... Oh, it's going to jump too, is it? No, maybe not. I'm going to move this one over because this one, don't jump on me. Deb said, I'm having birthday cake for breakfast in last night's Chinese. Oh, wow. How you going, Sherry? Good to see ya. Hopefully this one doesn't jump. Deb said, I love this video. Oh, the car one? Deb said, so glad you're on the right side of the road. Yes, the wrong side if you're in the US, though. Triangel said, hi, peeps, here for my daily update. Alex said, hope you feel better soon, Hev. Sending you and your mum love and prayers. Yeah, it's just the headaches. I don't know what's going on. I think I need my head read. No, I need it scanned or something. I don't know. No, it's my muscles in my back. I swear to God, I just need to get back to the osteopath. G'day, Shannon from the Riverlands, South Australia. And J1, how you going? Alex said, same side as us, Deb. Yep, England and Australia drive on the same side of the road, which is the left side of the road. Dealey said, Shannon in the chat. Deb said, it's very moist here. It's been very moist here for the last 3 or 4 days or so. Alex said, I think the skies are about to get very eventful, lol. Yeah, I need the cloud to clear so I can see the skies. I can never see. Whenever anything's going on, I never see it. I might be protected up here. Deb said, shit, I need to finish submitting. Alex said, Project Bluebeam incoming. Deb said, I'm a citizen. I can do it. Good on you, Deb. Shannon said, don't listen to people that playing pretend is their job. J1 said, many big celestial happenings next few weeks. And Dealey said, exactly, Shannon. Alex said, yes, they're all actors, Shannon. Shannon said, crowd strike. Alex said, I think so. They've been building up to it for a while, J1. Alex said, maybe when COVID hit, the supply of certain thing went down and showed their true faces. Yes, that's what I think too. The veil that lifted and we saw these evil monsters for what they are. The achrome ran out. And everyone's laughing. I think that was the Indian guy. Deb said, oh my God, this is so bloody true. Luna said, that is absolutely brilliant. Deb said, where did you get it? Dealey said, I wholeheartedly agree with that, man. That was just on Twitter that I found. So that's where I got that from. And, yeah, it was quite... I listened to it last night, sitting in the lounge room by myself, just giggling my head off at it. So I knew I had to play it. Alex said, I love your laugh, Hev. Oh, my God, it sounds like I'm doing screechies in the car. First, seconds, thirds. Deb said, these are my kind of posts that I send friends. Triangel's laughing, Deb's laughing. J1 said, Alex Earth getting extra moon, a comet and eclipse basically at the same time. And Dealey's laughing at my laugh. Alex is laughing at my laugh. Deb said, play it again. Sherry's laughing. Luna said, your laughter is so wonderful for me right now. Thank you. Oh, God, love you, Luna. Glad I could help just by laughing because I couldn't control it. Deb said, you need these posts every day. Deb said, I can't see. Laughing so hard. J1 was laughing. Alex said, yeah, I saw that about the moon. Something is definitely going to kick off soon. It's been bubbling for ages. Deb said, send me that, please, Hev. I will. I'll try. I'll get it on my phone and then send it to you through that. Michelle App, how you going? Alex said, laughter is medicine for sure. Out to lunch said, laughter's the best medicine. It is, apparently. Unfortunately, my headache's back. It might be the way I'm sitting or something. Deb said, it provides laughter is the best medicine. Dealey said, yes, it is. Out to lunch. Everyone's saying, hello, Michelle. Alex said, and it's completely free to laugh, yes. Deb said, Patch Adams. Michelle saying hello. Alex said, we should set that dude as our ringtones. Deb said, yes, Alex. I don't know why. I find it funny when Indians swear. It's like the two Indians who are having road rage at each other and they start swearing. It's funny as. Hang on, let me see if I could... Can I find that? Oh, don't search in my bookmarks. Go search over here for Indian road rage. And let's see if we can find it because that's hilarious too. That's not that one. I think it's this one. Is it? We'll find out. No, it's not that one. Oh, that's what they do. They just There's a really fun. This one. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. You got to watch this. Ready?
Fucking bitch. You are fucking. You fucking. You bloody. You bloody bastard bitch. You fuck you. Bloody fuck you bloody. Fucking mother bloody fuck bitch. Bitch you. Bloody fuck you fucking bloody bastard. Bitchute bloody. Bitchute you. You blunder. No, but why? Bloody no. Why? Bloody fucking accident. Then what you wanna do? Why you fuck me? I fuck you bloody. Bloody bastard. Fucking running like lady, eh? Bloody. What the fuck, man? Fucking now shout at me, innit? Okay. Why are you shouting at me? Because I am going to the work. If you don't do, you do to other places. Why are you shouting? Because of this, you are doing. Hello. I don't know. You are doing like this. I think you are going to accident. No, shouting at me no good, man. Me no shout at you. But the thing is that, what you think if you do like this one, you are going at work and somebody else. But that like one, this. If you running like that one, you're gonna fucking fall, innit? But hurting yourself. But yeah, because of this, I save myself. That one very icy road, man. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye. Fucking
I like how they ended it with, "Oh, have a nice day." They were nice to each other by the end of it. Oh, dear God. I don't know why I find it funny when Indians are swearing. I don't know why. Out to lunch said humming creates nitrous oxide, I've heard. So humming, it seems to be true. So your humming, it seems to be true. Shannon said, importing voters and military-age men who think they will arm whilst disarming Americans. Deb said, yes, the Indian accent really does make a difference. I send these funny morning motivations every day. Alex said, I think they're doing it in all our countries. UK is so far down the pan now. I'm just waiting for the flush, Shannon. Shannon said, Disney is where the kids are at. Alex said, Disney's such a messed up place like all of them. So glad it's being exposed. Deb said, coloured hair says it all. Alex said, I heard apparently Disney is Crown Land too, and why are they so seemingly untouchable? That was it. Thank you, Alex. It was Bob Saget from Full House. Shannon said, that's the bike photographer with the Olsen twins. Menacing Muskrat says, Ephesians 6:12 makes it very clear who our enemy is. Our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world. Shannon said Full House was a full-on pedo show. Deb said Full House has been back in TV, Channel 9, and I couldn't watch it. It made me sick. Yeah, I watched it before I knew, and then I watched, I think it was 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, oh, you're fucking kidding me. Those poor kids. Alex said, yes, some really sick things about the twins. When they were tiny, he died in a weird way, and one of the twins was involved with Heath Ledger. The maid called her first before the ambulance. That's right. Shannon said, fight against principalities. Deb said, send that little boy next to Trump back to school. Yeah, exactly. Alex said, very fitting statue there, the poo one. Alex said, I think we should all have one of our heads of state, lol. J1 said, WGC World Governing Council, Somerset, Bellenoff. Guess what I've got up here? Oh, not again. What have I done? Oh, no. Hang on. No, I think that's where it was. Hang on a sec. I was trying to move this out of the way. Look what I've got up. I've been looking into this again, and I'm thinking of doing another video because the video that I did ages ago, because I've had 2 channels deleted, it's gone with it. And now I'm thinking of doing a new one with new eyes, with new vision, with new ideas that what things might be. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Deb said, I vote for more statues of Australian government should have more Shit. Yeah, exactly, Deb. Alex said, Hev, did a really good breakdown of that on our old channel that got deleted, J1. Yes, I did. I'm going to try again. Shannon said, Gert. Deb said, yes, most of us are deficient in minerals and vitamins. Deb said, me got girth. And laughing. Shannon said, too much birthday cake, lol. Alex said they got the gore bit right. Hey, Bert, how you going? Deb said, he a bit funny, him. Deb said he really believes he's the most beautiful woman ever. Yeah, they all do for some reason. Deb said, bloody confused. Shannon said, MAGA, make asylums great again. Yep, exactly. Deb's laughing. Shannon. Dealey said, yes, Shannon, that would be great. Deb said, I get that great response from I did get a great response from one of the letters to the Senate. So did I, actually. Deb, I got a nice response too. Lady Stardust, how you going? What's with the maritime flag? I don't know. But anyway, how you going? Shannon said, that's an old one. I've seen that before. Shannon said, street takeovers are dangerous places. Alex said, we need more police like that. I hope no one was seriously hurt. Lady Stardust said, yeah, it's wrong. We want to be away from being traded at sea. Yes, maritime law, yeah. Yeah, that's what Deb said too. We live in maritime law is what thought Lady Stardust, yep. That's how pirates operate under piracy laws. Deb said, most don't know. Dealey said, yes, Jordan Maxwell explained maritime law is what we are ruled by. Yes, exactly. We have been for many, many years. That's why the court is called, like, you got the dock in the court. You got the birthing canal. Deb said, most people don't know about it, Lady Stardust. Shannon said, that's why at court you stand in the docks. There you go. Deb said, yes. Dealey, that's where I learnt it from. Jordan Maxwell. Lady Stardust said, Jordan's right. Shannon said, that's a fembot. Baby? Lol? Baby or Bobby? Lady Stardust said, feels like a woman. J1 said, little crypto pump is happening. Is it? Ooh. Hey, Bert said, man, I feel like a woman has a new meaning now. Yeah. Man, I feel like a woman. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that looked like a man to me. I'm sorry, but Alex said, I think their system is about to break, and why are they so desperate to get us on the digital currency where they can control literally everything? Shannon said, manly. Luna said, the more truth that comes out, the crazier people go, and it's all linked one way or another. It sure is, Luna. Alex said, most people just have to realise and say, no, we're not having it. Shannon said, Baphomet. Yep, Deb with the eggplants. J1 said, Michael. Alex said, for sure, feels like we're living in massive mental home, Luna. Deb said, we're all going crazy because of a second moon. Luna said, bah, so Aussie. Deb said, yes, they do not like being put on the spot. Alex said, I don't think they need a second moon for that, lol. No, they go crazy without one. Deb said, how are the babies, Luna? Yeah, how you doing, Luna? Menacing Muskrat said, Tom Hanks ask Isaac Cappy. Deb said, please, I see very sick now with Tom Hanks' post. Yeah. J1 said, better than Netflix, lol. Alex said, absolute psychopaths running the show, but we're about to pull the sheet off like Toto from The Wizard of Oz. Deb said, jumping ship much? Luna said, Deb, they are still in, but they won't be for much longer. Alex said, my heart breaks for these precious children, I know. Shannon said, how long till Obama runs to Kenya? Soon they won't be able to walk down the streets. Deb said, so much love for every one of you. Prayers for a safe delivery when they are supposed to be here. Yes, definitely. And that was a message for Luna. Yes, Deb. Alex said, they're all at it inside knowledge off the market. Asked Pelosi. Yes, they do. Deb said, follow the money. Shannon said, the Pelosi School of Stock Trading. Sherry said she didn't have guilt all over her face. Oh, yeah, that lady. Oh, she was like, never seen someone so guilty. Where the hell is that funny noise coming from? I just heard a really weird noise. Okay. Alex said, I wonder if all the billionaires will move to digital, or would that uncover all their offshore money and dirty deeds? Or will they just save it for us peasants? Shannon says she just pays the $200 fine and makes millions. I can hear a really weird noise, apart from the neighbours. There's like some squeaking going on beside me or something leaking. Hope something's not about to blow up. No, it's probably the neighbours. Okay. Sherry said, I saw that film. It was the driver. Yeah. Well, they changed the film because I've seen another clip where there's a tree in one shot of the clip they showed us now, the one we see now. There's a tree in one frame and the next frame the tree's gone. And it's like, And I wish I had that video. I thought I bookmarked it, but I might have to look for it. See if I can find it. Alex said, yeah, she is well in on it, up to a sunken eyeball, Shannon. And Menacing Muskrat has put a link. Welcome to Canada, Stan. Luna said, thank you, Deb. Deb said, yes, alien coming. Deb said, like Maxwell's smart gun. Oh, yeah, the gun, yeah. Alex said, the info is all there. They just gaslight us constantly. J1 said, Australian cone shell. Shannon said, the drive flees his own crime scene, taking the evidence with him. Alex said, that lawyer sounds a bit like the parrot from Aladdin. Deb said, yes, special fluoride treatment when I was young. Alex said, yes, he's making some good points, though. I had fluoride treatment, Deb, right before I had to get them all removed because, I believe that was part of it. Luna said, we did scans early this morning. They are in the ready position and are still in good health as I am. I've also been moved to another room. Lovely, Luna, as long as you're in the right place, being looked after. Alex said, we've been poisoned for decades, maybe even more. Matt said, Bush Senior did it. Dealey said, great news, Luna. Shannon said, Alex, say bottle of fluoride. Deb said, we're so looking forward to seeing you all, Luna. Alex said, apparently the prohibition happened because people were making their own sustainable clean energy. And, of course, the government couldn't have that, eh? Exactly. Deb said, it's so funny when they test our water for drugs so they know where the druggies are. Deb said, yes, that's what I got told. It's just a mineral. Well, the one they put in ours is not, because that was calcium fluoride. The one they put in ours is sodium fluoride, and it's actually chemical waste. J1 said boiling your water just concentrates the toxins while the pure water goes out of the steam pipe. Exactly, J1. If you boil fluoridated water, it will make the fluoride more concentrated. That is the problem we have. Alex said, I'm sure I heard somewhere that the contraceptive pill ends up in the water supply too, and antibiotics, definitely. And Timmy, how you going, Timmy? We are live, yes. J1 said gay frogs. Alex said, I did hear that a few years ago apparently it makes it worse, J1. And Dealey said, Timmy. And Alex said, yes, lol. Shannon said, all our meds get peed out. Yep. Alex is saying, hello, Timmy. Menacing Muskrat said Camilla has man hands. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with Camilla too. I don't think she's who she says she is. Not now. I mean, not even with the birth certificate and everything like that going on. I'm not looking at her going, oh, I don't know. Shannon said, is there a doctor in the house? Alex said, they're turning the freaking frogs gay. Alex Jones. Shannon said, and robot knees and neck muscles. Shannon said, and a neck like a toad, Menacing Muskrat. And Deb said, hey, Timmy. And Shannon said, Alex. Said what? Alex said, lol, they're turning the frogs gay. Mm-hmm. Dealey said, yes, it's called Star Island. There you go. Shannon said, Evergreen. Illuminati name game. Deb said, yes, I think it's on Rumble. Timmy. What's on Rumble? Oh, where'd you go? I think it just jumped. Yeah, it did. There you go. Okay. Holy guacamole. How far? I was way back. I was at the beginning. Deb said, yes, I think it's on Rumble, Timmy. J1 said, after Embassy's Hillary Clinton initiative. Exactly, J1. Shannon said high fructose corn syrup. It's really bad for you. Deb said 9:32 a.m. Adelaide, less moist at the moment. Alex said, is that the Twilight Zone episode where they turned the disruptive people into the community into compost? The evergreen one, yes. Deb said, I get really unwell with corn syrup. Deb said, lovers, advance. Alex said, eyes wide shut ceremony coming up for Trudeau. Mercy Muskrat said, the video made me puke. It's on Rumble. I don't know what it is. Shannon said, gay mafia. Hey, Bert has a little throw-up face. Yep. J1 said, like a machine gun. Gay, 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 gay. Shannon said, Trudeau got passed around when he was young. So did Macron. Shannon said, machine gun fellatio. That was a band, wasn't it? J1 said, Jesse Zebar is a great resource. Luna said, I'm just back. Had the nurses come in, do the normal checks and bring in snacks and my tea. I bring my own tea. I don't like this tea they have. Alex said, Macron's wife was his teacher when he was 14, apparently. Yes. They've groomed them. Deb said, oh, my God, they might just let them walk right in. Shannon said, sex ed teacher. Alex said, I think she was about 30 and one of her children was in his class or same year, I think. Deb said, yes, I think so, Shannon. Deb said, yes, she would be his handler. Alex said, pedo teacher. Shannon said, got it bad, bad, bad. He's hot for teacher. Oh, yep. Shannon said handler. Deb said fiddler. Shannon said diddler. J1 said abomination. Deb said very old and long plan. Shannon said wood chipper candy. Alex said they're trying to normalise child abuse. It's sick and needs to be stamped out now. I agree. Sal said the masses are being red-pilled. J1 said no, gender is the agenda. Exactly. And everyone's saying, hey, Zal. Zal said divide and conquer. Exactly. Deb said no disrespect, but some religions have a very dark side. Zal said, but remember the fundamentalists are on both sides. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't see Christians pushing as hard for people to become Christian as Muslims would like people to become Muslim. I don't know. I don't push it. I don't know. Alex said they locked up an 11-year-old girl the other month in England after she was raped by 5 Muslim men. The world is effing backwards. That's ridiculous. Zal said all religions were created for enslavement. I don't agree, Zal, but that's fine. We can agree to disagree. Shannon said that's a fundamental fact, Zal. Zal said, g'day, Deb. Zal said there's no war in Ukraine. Zal said Australian politicians are woke sellouts. Yeah, I don't believe. I think the Ukraine thing's a load of BS. Deb said, why, Alex? Is it because the men are Muslim and it's the woman's fault and now they are new migrants? Shannon said, grape, don't you mean? Right? There was a bunch of them. Deb said, it's only a rental, Hev. Sal said, islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world and we'll rely on each other. From one lover to another. Sorry, had to do that. Don't know why, but that reminds me of a dream I had the other night. I don't know what the hell this dream was about, but it was very weird. And there was a man standing behind me with his arms wrapped around me, and we were going to dive into this, looked like mud. And we came out in another reality. A different, like, I can't even explain it. It was like the Twilight Zone. I ended up in the Twilight Zone. I must be watching too much of it. Shannon said, can they sweep Kamala out or is it too late now? Can they swap her out? No, it's too late, I think. Alex said, I'm not sure of the whole story, but I think it was something to do with her being drunk, which they obviously supplied, and the adult men got away with it. Government had rolled out the red carpet to it. I remember hearing about that one, Alex. Deb said she's bringing into the American camel toe. Shannon said, did he turn their bank accounts off? Sal said, the world as we know it is going to end. I agree with that one. J1 said, Queensland government decriminalisation of up to 1 gram of amphetamine, cocaine and heroin. has been law for months as far as I know. Oh, my goodness, really? Timmy said women make alternative choices where work and wages are concerned. Men can't have children, for one. When my wife had my son, she quit work and became an evil stay-at-home mum. I will forever love. Oh, God love ya. Oh, you'll forever love her for that. Yes. Oh, that's lovely, Timmy. I'm glad she did, because honestly, it's the best thing you can do for your children. I know it's hard. Deb said, so you can drive on these drugs, J1? I don't think you can drive on them. You can be caught with them and no charges, I believe, but not drive on them. Sal said all the leftoids are going to seriously blow a blood vessel. Jay said no drive, but no court if found on you. Sal said in the Dems rent-a-cause crowds are going to riot. Shannon said, chameleon, you come and go. You come and go. Okay, Alex is laughing at Timmy, or laughing with him. Shannon said, emojis say they can, Deb. Lols. Deb said, I was a stay-at-home mum for a second child. Love it. Yeah, exactly. Timmy said, I call him my son because she tells me every week. She tells me weekly even now that he's an adult. He's just like you. We've been divorced for some time, but I'll always honour and respect her. And laugh a little because my carbon copy, who she loves, reminds her of me daily. Aww. Alex said, a child should stay with both parents for as long as possible. If I ever had children, I would never want a stranger to bring them up, corrupting their precious mind. Yeah. Yep. Shannon said, did you just fall out of a coconut tree? J1 said about a month ago, Trump floated the idea of military tribunal for certain someone. Let's hope so, and let's hope it's soon. Alex said some schools are telling the children to ignore and go against their parents. One bloke went to pick his boy up early and found him in a dress, which they were changing back before the parents could arrive. Yeah, that's been happening in the USA for quite a few years. That doesn't surprise me. It disgusts me, but it doesn't surprise me. Tim said, Alex, that's what the Soviet Union and Germany do to their children. Tim said, also, as you very likely know, it's definitely a warning sign, isn't it? Yep. Menacing Muskrat said, what a world we are witnessing last days. Book of Revelation is flying off the pages. Menacing Muskrat said, you will receive a blessing for reading the Book of Revelation. Alex said, that's great. You have a good relationship with her and realised your son was the most important one in your situation. Divorce split-ups can get ugly, and it's always the child who suffers, Timmy. It is, unfortunately. J1 said, Muskrat. Shannon said, we love Pauline. Zal said, all the senators are bought and sold. Zal said, 33, eh? Messing Muskrat said, I'm always cooking supper at this time of the day, lol, tasting and licking my fingers, add salt and seasonings, lol, oh, yum. Yeah, I can't wait to go and eat. Zal said, no chance. Alex said, oh, for sure they've been coming after the children for millennia, as children are the closest thing to God and the one thing that will hurt him the most, Timmy. Shannon said, Julia Gillard, old Fanta pants, yep. Sybil said, Alex, they have state quotas and financially enrich themselves through exploitation. It's part of the evils of altruism. Nuremberg Code violations have occurred. J1 said, cold wallet, here I come, lol. I'm waiting. If it does go up, I've got my cold wallet ready. No, a cold wallet is like a USB for your crypto. That's what a cold wallet is. You take it off the internet and you hold it in it's a special USB device. That's what a cold wallet is, Shannon. Funny enough, I know that. Only because I've had to learn. Shannon said, is that like a prison pocket? Sal said, when are people going to realise all the politicians here are not here for the people? Alex said, I'd love to try your cooking. It always sounds delicious like Luna's cooking. What are you having today, Menacing Muskrat? I'd love to try everyone's cooking. Just let me say that. I want some southern-style chicken, southern fried chicken. I'd love to taste that. Someone who knows how to cook it properly, not me. Oh, dear. Yeah, and anyone's cooking, actually. I'm there. J1 said, Shannon, lol. No, just some funds that are offline. Shannon said, cryo crypto. Zal said, Shannon, take note. Sybil said, hi there, Alex. Just speaking of the evils of altruism here. I tried to tell yous, and I know some people are against crypto. I get it. But I'm trying to tell you. I'm not giving anyone financial advice either. But I have been trying to say it for a while without actually saying anything. How's that? Did I do well? J1 said, I count gold as cold as well. Oh, yeah, I'll get that one. Gold or silver. It's always a good thing to have. Alex said, I know it makes me sick. Half the Nuremberg people ended up moving to the States. Crazy times, but not surprising, Sybil. By the way, in crypto, you can put $5 in. If that's all you got, you can put a couple of dollars in there, and you never know. That's how I was doing it, $5 at a time. But I've got a pretty good little crypto thing going. Menacing Muskrat said roast beef, tomatoes, onions, peppers, and a slow cooker served with, oh my God, rice, yum. Deb said, oh my God, here's awesome. Alex said, we'll get through this together, Sybil. Sal said, gee, people are scabs stealing stuff off porches, aren't they? Alex said, you too big to be a thief? Laughing, everyone's laughing at it. Deb said, yummy, menacing. Alex said, I saw one the other day of a guy dressed up as a person delivering a box with fake arms and stole the package through the box he was carrying. Deb said, our Hev is beautiful. Oh, God, love you, Deb. You guys are beautiful. Deb said, I hope the moistness goes so we can see the sky at night. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I never see anything. I can't see anyway. Oh, dear. Alex said, I don't condone it, but these people have too much time to come up with more ways to steal stuff. Shannon said, came out of the cinema yesterday and it was raining. It wasn't raining when I went in. Shannon said, blue beam, you say? Sounds X-rated. No, not X-rated, no. Deb said, have you been given a lumbar massager? We did get them from cheap as chips, but they have them in Smoke Mart, $29. Very helpful for in between other treatments. Ooh. I need to get my TENS machine out. Shannon said, Hev's easily entertained. All she needs is a foul-mouthed Indian telling people to fuck off. It is. That's all you need. And I'll be laughing for ages. Menacing Muskrat said Werner von Braun told his assistant that's the last card they'll play is Project Bluebeam, Alien Invasion, the word A-L-I-N. There you go. It's in the middle of it. L-A-E. Lie. Dealey said, we are easily entertained. We are. Deb said, anyone heard you laughing yesterday and said you laugh just like me? I told them how we laugh together on a live. Yep, exactly. Shannon said, are you not entertained? Oh, I'm very entertained. Deb said, yeah, nah. Alex said, I'm just learning a new language. Teach me all the swear words. Deb said, hey, don't know English. Shannon said, they know not of the power of the words they were slinging, lol. Deb said, this is like when they catch the Indian call centre and call them out for scamming. Shannon said, Mother Toad. J1 said, might get some good fishing and crabbing in with the 2 moons. Yeah. Shannon said, don't need a moon to catch crabs, just a dark room or an alley. Oh, Shannon. I thought you were talking about literally catching a crab, and you weren't. You were talking about catching crabs. The humankind. J1 said Indians don't like the word bloody. Deb said, oh, my God, Shannon. Shannon said, where are you from, J1? J1 said, Shannon, I wonder if tides will be affected. Shannon said, are we talking about mud crabs or blue crabs? And Shannon, I think J1's in Queensland. Deb said, yes, please, have more you learn about things, we can look at it differently. Yes, definitely, I will go over the Glam's calling thing again. And Somerset Belanoff. Deb said, yes, lots of cake, ice cream, etc. J1 said, I'm from the where the fuck are we tribe. I like that, J1. Deb said, the senator said, yes, let's fight. And Shannon said, lol. Deb said, very good. Shannon said, problem, no problem. Down thumbs, problem. Up thumbs, no problem. Shannon said, is that near Upshit Creek? Without a paddle? J1 said, I think it's near Useless Turn, which is an actual place in WA. Deb said, Hev chair cracking up. I'm expecting this chair to just collapse on me one day, to be honest. It's going to fall apart and I'm going to fall down with it. And the whole thing just jumped again. There we go. I'm back. Shannon's, I don't hope this is not rude, Shannon. Yummy blue crabs in South Australia. I hope there are really blue crabs in South Australia. Deb said, I love watching Schitt's Creek. I liked the movie Without a Paddle. That was funny as. J1 said, yep, not as many blues in Queensland. Shannon said Schitt's Creek. Shannon said, I've never had a mud crab. We only get blueies and yabbies. Oh, so you do get blue crabs. Shannon said, Moreton Bay bugs are the best. Yum. Deb said, what's funny about that? It's like a crab or a yabby or what would you call them? They're a shell fish, aren't they? Deb said, what's funny about Australia is we have lots of funny names, some unbelievable names. Yep. Shannon said, like Iron Knob, which is a town near where I was born, Debs. Lol. Dealey said, there's a town in Missouri called Knoblick. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Jeez, they come up with some doozies, don't they? Menacing Muskrat said, remember the ship that was stuck in the Suez Canal had evergreen containers on it? Suez, Zeus, yep. I do remember Menacing. That's a good point about the Suez. Alex said, yes, I remember that, Menacing Muskrat. Zal said, Jesse Zebatar is misinformation, folks, just so you know. Menacing Muskrat said, Bridget Macron is a Rothschild. Shannon said, lol, Dealey, I think Hev lives near Rooty Hill. No, I don't. I'm far away from Rooty Hill. Zal said, buyer beware. Deb said, hey, Shannon, I sent a package to Mr. Dickhead at Iron Knob. I can't remember the street, but it's funny. Dealey said, I'd like to know the origin of these town names. So would I. Shannon said, that would explain it, Muskie. Dealey's laughing at Deb. J1 said, Muskrat, did you see the GPS map of the course taken before entering the Suez? Flyby Stew said, I'm a bit later than usual. For fuck's sake, hello, yo, buddies. How you going, Flyby Stew? Good to see you. Shannon said, good old Richard Head, lol, lives on Shaft Street. Yeah, short for Richard Dickhead, lives on Shaft Street. Deb said, wow, transformation. Menacing Muskrat said, J1, is there a link? Alex said, your dream sounds really interesting, Hev. I saw a video earlier of a massive rock being thrown into a pond, and it looked like it was bending the water and going into another dimension. That's what happened. We went into another dimension, right? But I remember looking at the water, and there was things like it looked like muddy water, right? So it was all really dark water, dark brown, but it had these floating stringy things in it as well. And I just thought, oh, my God, we're going to jump in that. But I trusted the person, whoever the man was behind me with his arms around me, I trusted him and jumped with him. So I don't know. I know he was bigger than me. The man was. It felt very comforting. I think I just miss having a man. I'm kidding. I think I do, but I mean, I'm just kidding about, crying about it. Anywho, maybe that's what it was. I just miss a man hugging me, having his arms around me, maybe. I don't know. Flyby Stew said, nah, then, Deb Richardson, good to see you. Menacing Muskrat said, yes, I remember it was a huge penis. What penis? What? Hey? J1 said, Muskrat, I don't have one. The track taken resembled a male member. J1 said, lol. Shannon said, Amanda, hug and kiss was his partner. Flyby said, hey, Alex. Hey up, Alex. How are it going in knots? Deb said, 10:36 a.m. Adelaide, not moist. That was about 18 minutes ago. Deb said, and Timmy, son is a good-looking lad. There you go. Shannon said, just like the path, the Sky King flew shaped like a cock and balls. There you go. Shannon, you get me to say some terrible words here. Alex said, all good, hope you're well, Flyby Stew. Shannon said, Hev's got her infinity screen up. Oh, yes, just goes on forever up here, doesn't it? Flyby Stew said, Alex, good as COPD allows, cough, cough. Oh, Flyby. Where am I up to? I'm here somewhere. I feel for you, Flyby Stew. Alex said, and you don't even need a gibber, lol, Flyby Stew. Flyby said, it looks like I'll have to rewatch. Have I missed much, anyone? Just the last 2 and a bit hours. Alex said, maybe Tim Air has some suggestions for curing COPD. Is there anything that can help at Tim Air? We'd have to talk about that over on Rumble. Shannon said, illegal alien invasion already going on, lol. Yeah, if you look at it that way, then there's an alien invasion going on. Flyby said, hey, menacing muskrat, I'm not bad, thanks. How's you down under? Alex said, you are in for a treat when you watch back. We had a good belly laugh. Oh, we had a bit of a laugh there. We did. Where am I up to? Deb said, yes, there is blue crabs. They are real. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't know if I was reading something disgusting or not. Oh. Alex said, Shannon, definitely an invasion, all right. And Deb's laughing at Shannon and the iron knob. Flyby said, Alex, I'll have to be tomorrow now. Matchsticks in the eyelids at the moment. Fuck's sake, lol. Alex said, something to look forward to, Stu. Alex said, I think we're heading over to Rumble in a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll do it quickly, have a quick call in, see how we go, and then jump off. Deb said, so Shannon has iron knob on his birth certificate? Deb said, I think Hev's dream, you are protected. Maybe, because it was very comforting. Whoever was standing behind me, I've had full trust in. And I don't think I've felt that for a long time. Deb said, yes, that's it. You are protected, Hev, in your life. Shannon said, no, I was born in the town Kimber, which means burning bush, lol, almost as good. Alex said, I think loads of people are having strange and interesting dreams. I know I've been having them for a little while now. Mine are about to take off, let me tell you. Because something happens when you smoke. You don't dream as much, right? You know the green, right? You don't dream as much, or you don't remember them. But because I'm slowing down, I'm starting to wean myself away a bit, the dreams are coming back. And they're very interesting. Flyby said, what at this hour? I love you all. I'm working on getting affiliated with Rumble. It's not the same, not being able to comment, lol. I know, Flyby Stew. Deb said, come on, Shannon is just reading out Australia Roadmap. Okay. Menacing Muskrat said, Hev, we were just discussing the route of Evergreen ship before it got stuck in the Suez Canal. Okay, cool. Ruff said, I live too far away to put my arms around you. Best I can do is post you my nail clippings if that helps. God love you, Ruff. Alex said you should be able to just log in with your Google account that you signed into YouTube with, or maybe you could set up a new account on Rumble. Everyone's saying hello, Ruff. Deb said, Hev is a guardian angel. I don't know. Something was going on. I don't know. I had full trust in the person standing behind me with his arms wrapped around me. I don't know. Full trust. That's something that, yeah, I don't know if I felt that in a long time. Which is pretty sad, really. But I can laugh about it. Alex said, bless you. Hopefully next time you can log in and join us on Rumble, Flyby Stew. Menacing Muskrat said, with this mini-moon for the next 2 months will have major effect on humans and animals. Okay, and with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to jump over to Rumble and we're going to see how we go. I'll read the rest of the news out there. If anyone wants to call in, you can. And, yeah, we'll see how we go. Deb said, we're all putting our love around you, Hev. Oh, God love you. Thank you, Deb. Alex said, great live, Hev, and everyone. See you over on Rumble soon. And with that, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.